Salut tout le monde!
Bonjour! Hello and welcome to today's stream. So today we've got lots of different announcements going on.
A lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about. So thank you to everyone who is joining us here today. This is Rupert. He probably will fall asleep any moment now. I'm Natalie and this is Claire.
Salut.
So, shall we kick things off? But first a note, we have got the chat room open, so if you would like to ask us any questions or just shout out your film or how the festival experience has been, do let us know and we will do our best to shout those out for you.
Absolutely. Any questions, fire away. But it is time, I think, to first start with the lift-off sessions. October 2020, so we had 6 programmes live, comprising of 375 viewers.
Wow.
Watching that festival over the course of the week.
So cool. That is very cool.
So we had the top finalists from each of the programmes, which were sent on to our judges, and just this morning they returned the verdict to us. So we are ready to announce the winners. So we have a feature film winner and a short film winner.
So, is it a drum roll we're going to do for this?
A drum roll, Rupert. A huge congratulations to our feature film winner for this month, A Bleeding Heart, directed by Raki Ben Mustafa.
And our short film winner, The Last Dance, directed by Danny Gibbon and Alexander Scott. Congratulations to both of you.
Amazing. So details will be following, but Raki, you will be invited to our feature film winner event here at Pinewood Studios as soon as things are looking a bit more normal. Danny and Alex, you'll be invited to the 2 screenings at Pinewood and Los Angeles sometime in the next year.
Congratulations.
But that is not everything. We have a list of all the finalists who will be receiving free intermediate lift-off membership with us for 1 year. All the details will be sent in an email to you as soon as this stream is finished.
And we've got a little wriggly bum here. Are you okay?
So here they are in alphabetical order. We have 2 pages of finalists. So we have A Letter to Sarah, Algorithm, A Rich Country, Body, Chicken, Colonization and Black Slavery in the French West Indies, COVID Blues, Dog Mask, Drew, On Pair, Expatriate, Ghost Love, Give Chase, and Heart and Lungs. Congratulations to all filmmakers.
And then also we have Ice Cream, Impression of Liquor Mirror, Int, In the End of the Night, Karaoke, Key, Lift, Living Doll, Maria, Question Everything, The Letters, The Things I Have Written and the Margins of the Book You Gave Me, Zero, and Zonanians.
Amazing. You can see William there saying congratulations to Dan and Alex. Great short. Congratulations. Amazing.
Nice.
We have the First Time Filmmaker Sessions, which is still live. That's live until Monday, 10 p.m. So we'll be doing this next week for the First Time Filmmaker
Yes,
Sessions.
we will.
I know some people are participating in both, so that's really exciting. But I think let's move on to Paris now.
Yes. Paris Lift-Off Film Festival.
Whee!
It's been running. Whee! It has been running all week and it has got off to an amazing start. Yes. So it closes on Monday night.
So we're sort of at our halfway point, I guess, here. So you've got 4 more days, 3.5 more days left.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like a very appropriate time to be doing a bit of a roundup. But obviously all could be set to change because, as we've said, this closes at 10 p.m. on the 2nd of November.
And all of the official selections are live currently on our partner Vimeo On Demand. So yeah, we have 5 programs totaling 355 films. And as Claire mentioned, we are at the halfway point, so there's lots of movement still to come. But we're going to announce the films that are currently in pole position.
Just going to first take a look at a voting trailer, just to remind people of the process here. Actually, one thing I also want to note, because we've been receiving a few queries about it, if you have not entered the email address into that online voting form with which you purchase the collection, votes could be flagged as void and removed. So if you think you or any of your fellow supporters might have done that, just ask them to resubmit their votes so that it will definitely go through. But yeah, let's take a look at the trailer.
Our online festivals are designed to bring much needed new eyes to true indie film. They are a tried and tested method of providing a platform of diverse work to a large audience. The voting process is specifically created to engage people with the collection. Once you purchase the programme, to watch the films you'll be sent a ticket email which contains your personal link to sign up to the festival, along with your voting code and link. Before the festival closes, head to the email again to cast your vote. Entering the code in the email will give you access to the form, which will then ask you to select your 2 favourite films and provide some feedback on the projects. Throughout the festival, we'll be running events on our YouTube channel, such as live festival updates, free workshops and promotional filmmaker interviews. Filmmakers will also receive daily updates from the festival. Thank you for participating in the Lift Off Film Festival.
There we go. So that was how to vote. The prizes up for grabs. So winners from the festival after the network round will be selected to screen at Paris Lift Off Film Festival 2021.
And just a huge welcome to everyone who's joining us in the chat and shouting out their films. And for those that we announced here today, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed hearing about your films. So, moving on to the Audience Choice Award. This is something that I absolutely love, and I say it every single time, but I do thoroughly enjoy these streams. This is where we get the filmmakers who receive the most votes from the Audience Choice round to join us on our YouTube Live, where we will talk about their film, find out a little bit more about the ups and downs in that director commentary style as we screen their films muted in the background. It is honestly a really, really great event, and it's an opportunity for our audience to ask our filmmakers any questions that they may have. So we'll be doing a few of those coming up. We've got the Los Angeles Lift Off one coming up, alongside then the Amsterdam and Paris one.
Amazing. And then last but not least, we have Season Award nominations up for grabs in all the categories that you can see there on the right. A fantastic day and still many nomination slots ready to be taken up.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing which films we'll nominate from Paris and Amsterdam.
Definitely. Okay then. So, I think now then it is time to take a look at the films that are currently in the top 3 positions on each of the pages of the Paris programme. So we're going to have 2 audience choices going through. So the films that end up in place 1 and 2 will be going straight through to the network round.
We like to announce 3 to encourage the filmmakers who haven't voted yet to get their votes in.
Yeah. So let's kick off with our live action features. 57 of you watching these, which is great for a feature programme from 10 countries. 18 votes in so far, so still plenty of time for people undecided. But currently, top of the polls is Nina on 5 votes. We've got By the Grace of and Carnival, both on 4 votes behind. So Nina, a French film. Always nice to see French films in the city festival. Directed by Laura Maria. So Rebecca, a young actress from Paris, has been invited to the remote village of Condom to rehearse the title role in Nina, a new film by the celebrated film director Victor Nunez. From the moment she arrives, Nunez deploys radical directorial methods and extreme physical exercises to push Rebecca to express intense emotions. Artistic genius unleashing in an ingenuous performance of a lifetime. Psychological and sexual harassment. How far is Rebecca willing to go to launch her career?
I mean, that post is pretty scary.
Yeah, and lots of interesting and topical things there in the end. Just very cool.
It's intense.
So then we've got By the Grace of, directed by Dylan Reed, an autobiographical film about the director testing positive for Huntington's disease. Wow. Again, we get a lot of personal stories, which is really nice. A lot of people speak about those on the director commentary roundtables that we were talking about. And then Carnival, a Canadian film directed by Alexandre Levine. A year ago, Julie's parents died in a car crash. She moves and meets new people, argues, plays sports, goes to an amusement park. As she wanders through the sunny summer of 1996, she grows, changes, and blossoms. Nice. So there we go. That was our live action features.
So then we're moving on to our documentary features. We've got 20 viewers from 10 countries so far, and it's on 18 votes. So there's still, as we mentioned before, a lot of movement. And this is from 11 a.m. GMT today. Not BST, but GMT.
Oh, yeah, we're GMT
We've
now.
moved time zones. That hour change really affected me this week. But we're getting there. So The Hand of Resurrection is on 10 votes. Haiti Speaks is on 3 votes, and The 600, The Soldier Story, is also on 3 votes. So we don't have a synopsis for this one, but the poster does look amazing. The colours there really do grip. So well done to The Hand of Resurrection by Mansa Manuta Maraki. Well done from the Congo. That's cool. It's good.
Yeah.
It's nice to get films from that region as well.
Yeah.
And then Haiti Speaks by Ashley Ellis is from the USA. So Haiti Speaks follows a team of doctors from the Gift of Sight, an American not-for-profit that takes an annual medical mission trip to Haiti. They document their work operating on hundreds of patients in the span of a week. This trip, however, is different. It comes just 100 days after the event, the 7.0 earthquake that wiped out so much of the nation and its people in 2010. Now everyone has a story to tell. The event has touched everyone and left them to consider what's the future for Haiti may be.
Wow.
Touching story. And then The 600, The Soldier Story by Richard Hall and Laurent Bassett, also from the USA. The little-known story of the guerrilla battalion trapped in Kigel at the start of the genocide against the Tutsis in 1994 and the rescue they made of thousands of civilians.
Wow.
Documentaries are always so powerful. I love this medium, and it's great that there's a platform for independent films to shine through, and which these films clearly have.
Yeah. No, really glad that people have been enjoying those this week. Our New Voices Shorts, which is currently our most popular programme in terms of number of viewers. So 75 of you watching from 22 countries. 39 votes have been placed thus far. The top 3 films at the moment are all on 5 votes. We've got It's Laura, Not Laura. Maybe that just doesn't work in my accent.
Maybe not. I won't even try the American accent. But no, we'll stick with that.
The Orchard. And We Are at War.
All on 5 votes.
Yeah. So, It's Laura, Not Laura, directed by Angela Pedraza from the USA. Prom queen wannabe Laura is forced to take a trip to Colombia that might put her friendships at risk. But after developing the forgotten film in her grandfather's camera, Laura's unwanted trip turns into a self-discovery adventure. Nice. Then The Orchard, directed by Martin McDougall. A modern Orpheus lockdown tale of darkness and hope. Following the sound of painful coughing, a man makes the mistake of lifting a rusty metal plate in the floor, only to be forced to journey through an underworld stalked by spirits of night and light, before finally being guided back to an orchard of new life.
Maybe this is a film to watch tomorrow for Halloween.
That's intriguing. Yeah, there we go. I'm sure there are a number of horror films amongst these films that you could feast on.
So we spoke about it earlier, and we were saying about our favourite Halloween films and horror films. So if you do have a favourite Halloween film, do put it in the chat.
I need inspiration because I'm not a massive... People will hate me for saying this, but I'm really not a massive horror fan myself. But if you've got any good suggestions, I will give them a go.
Yeah, you definitely should. It's just I like horrors. So what did you say your favourite was? Now you see... No, not Now You See Me.
Well, I think Don't Look Now, if I had to choose one horror, but again, that's a bit
Get Out?
more... Oh, I did love Get Out.
See, you do like...
Yeah,
you do like these.
That was amazing. I mean, Daniel Kaluuya was phenomenal.
But even going down the more traditional horror, I think Saw is quite good.
It's just not for me.
I mean, it's really gruesome and bloody, but Saw's pretty good.
Yeah. We divest.
Yes, sorry, we did. But if you have any recommendations for horror films, let us know.
Also on 5 votes, though, we have We Are at War, Nous sommes en guerre, directed by Felicitas Steiner and Christophe Berthier, a French film. The French government put in place a 2-month lockdown in order to fight against the coronavirus outbreak. However, this action meant to protect people is hiding another great danger.
So I believe this is a film shot solely on a smartphone.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
this is great. It's nice to see those films
Yeah.
also making it into these roundups.
Nice.
Then moving on to Trailblazers Shorts 1. We've got 2 films here. 49 viewers from 14 different countries and currently on 28 votes. So Time is on 4 votes and Lean at 14 on 3 votes. So Time, directed by Julia Massey from the USA. In search for self-discovery, Remy socializes with a curious boy, realizing something about herself along the way that she has kept hidden for a long time. Cool poster. And then Lean 14, directed by Maud Davy-Seller from France. Paris subway, Thursday morning, a man meets a woman. What more do you want? That's a great synopsis.
And then last but not least, Trailblazer Shorts 2. 53 viewers from 18 countries, currently sat on 23 votes. So we've got We Are at War, again.
Not the same film.
Not the same
Not
film.
the same film.
With on 4 votes. We've got Don Troppo and What Is Love, both on 3 votes. So this time, but also a French film, We Are at War, is directed by Emmanuelle Fricero. Stella doesn't believe in the coronavirus. For her, it's a manipulation by the state to take control of the population. She doesn't respect the lockdown. She looks down on her neighbours, but COVID-19 will catch up to her sooner than she thinks and will push her towards a drastic change of heart. From now on, oriented towards others, a phrase will then resonate in her mind. If we change, the world changes. There we go. And Don Troppo, an American film directed by Robert Walters. Jake is in hot water with crime boss Don Troppo and will do anything to avoid getting whacked. But what if the punishment is worse than death?
Convenient time to take a drink.
And then What Is Love, directed by Jane Martin, a fantastic documentary that we've screened in multiple of our festivals now. Really glad to see people enjoying it during Paris. So the world as we know it is changing. What is holding us together is love. Love is a word we all use but rarely stop and try to define. What is love asks this question of people from all walks of life, ages, sexualities and cultures. Everyone brings unique stories of love, love lost, love won, perspectives both personal and universal. They speak from the depths of years of experience, from the freshness of youth, from the battlegrounds and successes of love.
So we actually interviewed Jane Martin as part of, was it the Toronto Festival?
Yeah, I
it was either
believe
Toronto
so.
or New York, and we did the Directors Commentary Roundtable with her, and it was wonderful to hear the backstory and how this film came to life. So do
and
check
the
it out.
future, you know,
And
there's
the
more
future.
scope towards this project. You know, it definitely is heading towards sort of like an anthology. So yeah, check out, if you've enjoyed this, do give Jane's interview a listen.
It's on our YouTube channel. You can find it along there.
Amazing. So that was Paris. We really hope you all enjoy the final 3.5 days. That's still plenty of time for an indie weekend of film watching. Halloween, what film watching?
Yes, there is. Still no recommendations here, though, so I guess we'll be left out of the loop for the horror films.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll find something.
we will. But now we're on to the third and final part of the stream today, which is, very excitingly, announcing our Amsterdam Liftoff Film Festival Network Round finalists. Let's just go straight into it, I think, Nat.
Yeah, sure. We just got a question
sure.
here saying, is it possible to get our contact number? Our contact number is on our website. Do feel free to give us a call at any time.
Yeah, or just email us at support@liftoff.network. Queries are all answered within sort of 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, support@liftoff.network. Okay, here we go. Amsterdam. So we'll be running through each of the 5 programmes and the audience choice and jury choices that have made it through to the network round.
So the network round will be running from the 3rd of November through to the 10th of November. So this will be exclusively for Liftoff members, and it'll be following the 2 audience choices plus the 2 jury choices that will then migrate onto this platform. It says though that they'll be available for 2 weeks. We're undecided, but I think we're going to go for a week.
Yeah.
And then filmmakers will also receive feedback from the round, which will give them valuable insights to what our members thought of their films, which is great because this is an opportunity to reach people that are on a similar level to you, and you're not getting feedback from friends and family. It's just a really good opportunity to get
Definitely.
other people's opinion.
Yeah, people always give such great insights, which
they
is
really
really
do.
cool for us to see as well.
Okay,
So
wanna
let's
kick it off?
go. Here we go then. Yeah, so emerging talent features. The 2 audience choices went to There's Something About John, directed by Emma McCragg, and Willie Jamellet and the Cocoon, directed by Ryan Delagila and Tyler Schnabel.
I absolutely love this poster.
It is
It's
great.
so great.
Very colourful. And then our jury selections this time are going to Medulla, directed by Rudy Breckelmans from the Netherlands, and the Glewensborg Chronicles, directed by Emily Tomasi from France.
See, look how cool the poster is. I
Very
love
cool.
that. There's something about John also. It's quite fun.
Yeah, something fun going on there. And there we go, our jury selections. So congratulations to those 4 films, which will be live on our network round next week.
Then the audience choices and jury selections for Pathfinder's features goes to Breathe by Kevin Paymont and Kevin de la Cruz from the Philippines. The Evening Redness in the South by Colin Hickney from Ireland. And then the jury selections are Bad Investigation by Louis Ismael from Portugal and Seeding Change, The Power of Conscious Commerce by Richard Yelland.
Amazing.
It's really nice that there's a strong mixture of countries here as well.
Yeah, that's very cool to see. I think like amongst all of the films here, 8 features and 12 shorts, we've got pretty much every corner of the globe,
Amazing.
which is pretty cool. So on to our Emerging Talent Shorts 1. Audience choices go to Bunkers. So this is going to be the second time this animation is in our network round, which is really cool because it shows there is high demand for this film, people loving it.
And it's also come through audience choices both times.
Yeah, really cool. So that's directed by Ollie Anderson from the USA. And then joining Bunkers is Metamorphosis Ltd, directed by Bobby Markov from Canada. The jury selections are June, directed by Yangjuan Zhu from China, and Taboo, directed by Olivia Altavilla from Australia. See what I mean? Like, we're spanning the whole globe here. If we had a map that was like lighting up as we went,
That would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
That would be really...
We'll look into that.
I don't know how to do that.
Neither do I. There we go. 2 cool posters.
An educational golf short. It's great.
There we go. Congratulations.
And then Pathfinder Shorts 1. So audience choices go to America 2.0 by Mark Hall from Switzerland. You Can't See Out by Kayla Merritt from the USA. And then the jury selections are Ex-Wife Monogatari from Senho Su from Hong Kong. And The Book of Ruth by Rebecca Roth from the USA.
Very cool. There we go. Nice.
Strong. They're both really strong posters.
Yeah. And again. There we go. So the final 4 films going through to the network round, the Pathfinder Shorts 2. Good Night, Sleep Tight, directed by Brandon Nicoletti. Haven, directed by Simon Revilla. And then our jury selections, Leakage, directed by Mark Eichenboom. And The Covenant, directed by Adam Baruch. There we go. Apologies for any names that we are saying incorrectly. So there we go. We mentioned this bedbug film before. Amazing. And there we have it.
There we have it, yes. That is everything. So, thank you so much for joining us on this stream and hearing all about the session winners, the Paris Festival, and our Amsterdam Lifter Film Festival. So as I mentioned, there's a few more days left for Paris to do get those votes in, and we'll be sitting here very shortly announcing the films that have made it through to the network round.
Exciting.
Yes.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Have a wonderful Halloween for anyone who celebrates it. I'm so grateful for all of the the horror film recommendations. No, we will find something.
We will.
And we'll report back on what we watch next week.
Oui. J'espère que vous aimez les films. Au revoir.